One of my favorite bands is Third Eye Blind. It actually rose to fame towards the end of the 90s, I guess. Yeah, late 90s. They got into the music scene by the late 90s, and I was already starting high school then. Jeez, I'm that old. Jeez, Jess, you're such an old person. Anyways, I don't know why I like them. Honestly, there are a couple of metheads who actually just formed a group and they made songs about dousing on coke, meth, and heroin and banging girls. Okay, I oversimplified how good they are. But if I'm gonna look at it, they have a very nice discography. If we're gonna look at it, it's some of them are pretty deep. Some of them are like what I said, like a couple of drug addicts had some pen and paper on the side and just wrote songs and played it in the band. And then there are the songs that kind of captures your heart and your soul and captures your imagination as well. And then there's the earworm songs. When you hear the beat and you hear the chorus, you can't help it. No matter what age group it is, once they hear that beat, once they hear that chorus part, they're gonna sing it, even if they don't know the lyrics to it. So, if you're gonna ask me which album of theirs is gonna be my favorite, it's gonna be the first album, the Third Eye Blind album. But I also love Blue, their second album. Pretty much. Maybe it's because, it's not because of particular songs, but because of the theme. It's kind of consistent with the first album. No, the second album was more, well, I kind of believe it's more drug related, the second album, but the first album was more of angst. Well, they were a product of the grunge movement, so yeah, it makes perfect sense why they are like that, right? So, Third Eye Blind, that album, if I'm gonna pick a favorite song from that album, I got a lot, actually. I Don't Want to Go to London. Oh, yeah, pretty much, title says it all, right? I don't want to go to London, told you I don't care. What else? Oh, In the Background. It's pretty melancholic, that song. It's great if you feel depressed. In the background, you feel like there's no one that you could run to, play that song. It's kind of comforting. God of Wine, yes, God of Wine, and it's a great song as well. But of course, my all-time favorite is that song, that earworm that we can't really get out once we hear this. I botched it, but it goes like. She golden, she lives for me. She says she lives for me, ovation. Her own motivation. She comes round and she comes down on me. And I make her smile like a drug for you. Do ever what you wanna do, coming over you. Keep on smiling while we go through. One sock to the rhythm that divides you. And I speak to you like a chorus to the verse. I jump another line like a quarter with a cuss. Coming like a freak show, it takes the stage. We give him the games we play. She said, I want something else to get me through this. Send me jump down the line, baby, baby. I want something else. I'm not listening when you say good. Yeah, I could reach that note, right? Something like that. Anyways, that's the earworm. Everyone knows that song. Once that chorus pops up, you know, everyone's gonna be singing. Everyone's gonna be singing that course, everyone's gonna be singing that. Everybody knows Semi Charm. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the babies now don't know it. Anyways, yeah, but you know what? I realized that that song, it was my favorite song, but it doesn't have a positive meaning. I mean, the lyrics the lyrics of the song is not positive at all. It's really effed up. I mean, think about it. There's a part of the song that says, um, "How do I get back? How do I get back there to the place where I fell asleep inside you? How do I get myself back to the place where you say?" So pretty much, he's saying it's like it was being implied that he was having sex with a girl while they were both freaking high on crystal meth. So yeah, I kind of figured out the meaning behind the lyrics. Too late. I was already what? It was like part of my playlist forever, and I realized while I was singing to it, or I was singing along to the song, right? And then it suddenly just hit me. It's like, what the f? So they were high, and he was having sex with her, and then what? So yeah, those kind of things, like, you know, learning that Too Close was about, a guy getting a boner while the girl was grinding next to him on the dance floor, which was a pretty effed up thing. But that was the 90s for you guys. We didn't really care about censorship during that time. We didn't really care about censorship during that time, and pretty much everyone just said it straight out. It's not like the Beatles had. It's not like the that hula baloo Nash with the Beatles about LSD via Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's nothing like that. It was pretty straightforward. Anyways, I guess that's my uke rant. There's a uke rant now. Anyways, yeah. I'm just buying time, I guess, because later it's gonna be the opening ceremonies of the Worlds. It's gonna be League of Legends. It's the start of the League of Legends group stage, which is the playoffs, which is just the elimination stage, and I am hyped. It's just that it's gonna start at 2:30 in the morning, and yeah, I have to be a responsible parent as well. So I guess I'm gonna sleep early today so that I could wake up like 2:30 in the morning and watch the opening ceremonies and a few games, and maybe I'll just watch the reruns later on after I bring my son to school, after we come home, I guess. That's what a responsible parent would do. And I'll pretend that I'll be a responsible parent. Anyways, so that's just my quick shout out, rant, whatever. Let's just call it a uke rant for this purpose. And I hope you have a musical evening, guys. Ciao.